All right, y'all, we back over here getting busy. Let's ask humanity. AskHumanity.com. Originally, I had an idea what I want, but I wanted to see what it was going to give me and then see if any other options were in line with what I had in mind. They weren't really. So then I went through the process of trying to get it closer. Saw an opportunity to improve boutique apps. So I stopped the video. I went back to work on boutique apps and made interactive at that point. You'll see what I'm talking about. Target humanitarian organization. All right. And so now we have this upgraded. This shouldn't be working. All right. I'll worry about that later. All right. So we're going to see what we can get done in an hour. Target global citizens interested in discussing and solving humanitarian issues. Demographic includes activities, educators, and students. It's cool. I like it. That's what I expected, something like that, but it ain't really something that I want to do. I want something that's more fun to use. Actual humanity, um, easy to spread, possibilities, and did I say fun to use? But also actually applicable and useful. So in other words, if you got relationship issues, y'all can't decide who right, who wrong, what's the right thing to do, what's the wrong thing to do. Oh, then you actually draw from ancient wisdom that is objective and but is also presented in a funny way. And then if you don't really want that and you want something that's more entertaining but still going to be wisdom, then you are able to choose from other voices of humanity that, depending on who you are, might feel more comfortable to you or amusing, depending on what you need. Because you can use it to get like real solid advice, and then you can use it to get good advice that's entertaining, or you can just use it for pure entertainment. It's up to you. Anyway, I gotta come over here and get these numbers, so give me a minute. And so this is free. All you got to do is share it to three numbers to get access for free. All right, so a social networking app connecting individuals and organizations for humanitarian causes. Features include discussion and forums. Of course, down here you have, more information, more ideas. Now you can go to the next tier. You can change the PRD with any of these ideas, and you also can move on and alter, excuse me, alter it a little bit. But I wanted to be able to refine it right here before doing that. So I made it so this is interactive. At first, it used to just tell you what the current concept would be for the app and build the PRD from there. But now you can go back and forth to customize it even more. You're able to put three inputs or three or four inputs in there, and after that, it's going to say, hey, this is what we got going on. You either like it and we go from here, when really you have another screen that you can add, alter some more, but we don't tell you that. But you can alter from there, or you can go back to the beginning. Because now, if you disagree with everything, if you ain't ready to go and you don't went through all of this, evidently you will form more of an idea of what you actually want. Where you came down this path, I have a domain, meaning I don't have an idea. I just got a domain. Help me out here. Now, by going through all of this, maybe you have ideas. So that's the reason I put it like this. So let's go through the process. Who are the primary users? Everyone with a question that they can't solve or don't know the answer Two. It's like, huh? Oh, well, I'm answering the question. I should just tell it. Let me. All right. So you can. These questions are. I should. I should. I'm gonna change this to how do you want to. How do you want to steer the direction of the app? That's what I'm gonna change it to, because this is more back to the still in align with the person doesn't have a clue. But now you're like, hold on, let me put interject. So it's like you have more clues. So I need to change this a little bit. Who are the primary users you envision for Humanity Connect? I'm disregarding that. I'm gonna say I want the app to draw from wisdom old, highly regarded philosophers. Like, I got the name of these people somewhere. Oh, I got it in that GPT. As you see, I was working on something else and I just went left and started asking it these questions. The duality. This is who I came up with. I guess I can use all of this. I don't know how many characters I gotta be in. Like, and I'll leave that for that box. Go to the next one. How do you envision humanity generate revenue? Oh, is that this is my third one? I figured that out too. To get one answer is free. To get, wait, I ain't even doing that yet. Now, matter of fact, let me get over here. Come over here. I said the types of questions it's asking here will already be asked later. But even without that, at this point, the user has an idea he wants to interject. So the prompt should ask the user, who I don't know what that word is I wrote, would would just be one, what thoughts do you have in mind to steer the app's direction? Then two, ask more questions to flesh out the prior input from the user. Then three, get more input from the user based on the prior input or gap that AI notices in the two pieces of input. And four, final input and let the user know that it's the final guidance they will have before creating the PRD. Primary conversation, action way too many detailed questions that will be covered later. You want a simpler four-step flow on getting the user's directional input. Yeah. All right. So now let's continue with this because I don't need any of it. Um, we disturb ourselves with irrational belief. Okay. Oh, I wrote that. How do you envision humanity? All right. So now, people will choose from these and other forces of humanity. Like, let me see, is it going to include this in the, this is a good test. These are the voices of humanity we came up with. I don't even want you to see all of them. Let's see how fast I can get that there. Let me pause this because I want it to be a surprise. And you're back. All right, so these are the voices of humanity. Like, uh, how do you envision humanity connect generating revenue? See what I'm saying? This question is already asked down the road. All right, let's generate the PRD, see what we get. I saw a quick. All right, so yeah, I forgot this part. So like I said, you have a chance to work on it some more here. What problems the app solving? Answering questions. Answering seemingly unsolvable questions or providing entertainment for questions that might be obvious for entertainment. It's intellectual entertainment, basically. What should the app be able to do? AI will gather uh, data from the internet about the wisdom, the wise philosophers how you spell philosophers, and gather insights and timing, attitude, phrases, mindset, character, character traits to create the framework to answer in the name of the so-called voices of humanity option. Oh, this is not really what it's asking. I'm tripping. Buy and sell goods. People have will create accounts with email and get notification with SMS if they. Oh, wait a minute. How does it make money? Free tier with subscription. Let me just choose premium monthly. Let's go. All right, great. It picked up everything. User visits the website, is greeted with a clean, intuitive interface. User types a question into the input field. The app gathers relevant data and assimilates an answer using insights from historical philosophers. User receives a response displayed in the style of the chosen historical voices. User can choose to ask another question or share the response on social media. Core features: input, AI response generation. This uses AI to simulate responses based on the historical philosophy and insights and traits. Feature 3, response display. Answers are displayed in an engaging format representative of the chosen philosopher voice. Feature 4, social sharing. Feature 5, freemium model. Data storage requirements. No file storage needed as response are text-based. External integration, OpenAI. You don't need social media API. We're not doing that. Cost estimate, minimum, mainly development time. Technology stack is well, let's see what the user interface is saying. Single page layout with a question input field and response display area. Response design ensures usability on both desktop and mobile devices. Social sharing buttons, easy access to share on social media. Success criteria: users can input questions and receive coherent responses without any errors. App loads and provides responses in under 2 seconds. Yeah, that'd be good. User engagement measured by the number of questions asked and responses shared. Not exactly. Front end React, back end Flask to handle API requests and integrate with OpenAI database Replit DB to store questions. You're not storing. Oh well, yeah, my bad. Authentication not required as per the requirement. Email authentication. Take this PRD to Replit. Say build this. Now I want a little. Remember, we went down the pathway for somebody who has no idea what they want to build. So this is good for them because they had nothing. But if you decide, hey, well, I got an idea now, then you don't have to use this. You might want to download it so you have it. But for me, I'm going to close this. What we got here? Oh, 7 quotes. Okay. And I'm going to go back to the beginning and I'm going to say, I have an app idea and I'm doing it this way. All right. Sorry. I'm not going to record because I have all this stuff over here that I can just paste in. So I'm just going to do it that way. And you might say, well, why don't you just paste it in the Replit? Well, you can do that. You can try that. But Boutique Apps has been set up to do its best to provide the PRD in a format that Replit likes. And ChatGPT will try to just do too much, basically. Try to micromanage it and tell him how to do his job, really. And to me, that can conflict with the way Replit is set up to perform certain tasks. So I asked Replit itself, how would you like this to? If you watch some earlier videos, there's 2 or 3 videos that I've gone through this process and update Boutique Apps. What I ask it, I told her I'm gonna give you an example of what has been given to me to give to you. I want you to look at it and then evaluate it. Tell me what is it about it you like, and what is it about it you dislike. Give me the optimum way that you would like this information to be given to you next time. And then I said, okay, matter of fact, let's do better. Give me the exact uh, prompt that I could use inside of my app that helps people to come up with the PRD for you to use to build an app. So that's how I came up with the way that it works. So obviously, well, or theoretically, it should give you better results than just taking something from ChatGPT, unless you go through a similar process to come up with whatever you get from ChatGPT. All right, some of this is too much stuff in here. Where we at? All right, here. I'm going to. Oh, I ain't told it nothing yet. But let me go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Found LCB itself, because it's basically it has additional information based on questions I asked it. Maybe I'll leave this actually created rational. All right, I'm gonna copy this and then I'm going to record. All right, so this app is going to be very very simple, kinda. So this is what I envision. The user gets to the user gets to the app and they encounter 2 options. One, no, they get to the app and they have their input. There's a question that they have, and they can either type it or they can record it. The question could be anything, basically. Usually, it should be it's whatever they want to ask, but the bigger the question, the more nuanced it is, then the more fun it is to get an answer. But anyway, any question they want to ask, after they ask the question, then they can choose from wise philosophers, and I'm going to paste about 7 of them in here to choose from, which is going to be the main. These are the ones that we're going to use. Yeah, these are the ones we're going to use. So the AI is going to go on the internet and do some digging on how these particular philosophers would respond to this question based on, what they taught, how they spoke, what they believe. You're going to use you, the agent is going to put themselves in that philosopher's mindset. Now, the person is going to choose which philosopher they want to use in order to answer the question. And they'll be able to choose up to 5 for free. Now, you have that list of the wise philosophers, and then you have another list that's called Voices of Humanity. And the Voices of Humanity is going to be 20 other people. For example, Texas taxi driver, Caribbean grandma, stuff like that. This is going to be Voices of Humanity from across the world, different positions, different backgrounds, this, that, the other. The AI is going to also, you know, do a little research and figure out the character traits, the 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 speech patterns, the vernacular, the attitude, and maybe the idioms, and to figure out how to represent that character and using and giving a response to that question, if that makes sense. So this is the fun, So this is the more fun, entertaining part when you choose the Voices of Humanity. Wise philosopher is still, I want all answers to be humorous if possible, to include humor if possible. But the wise philosopher, is, it's wise philosophy, and the other ones is even more so. These people really do want to be entertained if they choose one of the other ones, or they really want to add a solution from that character. But it's probably going to be very entertaining. It has to be very entertaining, matter of fact. So that's how it starts. Yep. Now I'm just going to drop the 2 different sets of characters in there: the wise philosopher and let's see. I said yep. Wise philosophers. How you spell that? Why I keep messing that word up? Voices of human. Okay. Then, excuse me, users get to choose up one that responds with text. I want to explore the use of voice response as well. But now that's gonna be because all of them 20 characters. How you on? That's something that got to be planned in advance and developed to do the characters of the voice. So we're just gonna say text one. That response will one response gets the response and can choose five. I mean 4 more from either list. But when the user goes to choose more, they get a message saying 5 for free is the limit. then given the option to pay $5 for any 20 or a subscription of $5 a month. I mean, a month for two, one question a week. When they choose, then is when they will see the tiers. Other tiers are $5, $9 per month for two questions per week, or oh, or pay for the year of the same access for $50 in advance. For a limited time. Uh, $49 in advance for a limited time. Yeah, it's okay to after first free usage, the after second free usage, the user will be required to wait a minute. Nah, because then how is it gonna know? Users must sign up with email to use the system. App will with go high level for email and SMS. Open AI for AI and Stripe for payments. And that's it. We done. Web app. Let's see what happens. The proposed app is an interactive question and answer platform that allows users to pose questions either by typing or recording them. Users can select the preferred response style from two main categories: wise philosophers, which include notable figures like Epictetus and Socrates, and voices of humanity featuring diverse characters from various backgrounds such as Texas taxi drivers or Caribbean grandma. The app leverages AI to generate entertaining and insightful responses based on the teachings and characteristics of the selected philosophers or personas. Users can receive up to 5 free responses and can opt for additional responses through the subscription model. For one-time payment, the app will also integrate with Go high-level email for email and SMS services, OpenAI for AI functionality, and Stripe for payment processing. So, you know, if you have it all figured out like that, then you just put all of that in here. Yes, this perfectly describes my vision. What's one thing your app needs to do? What's the most important thing your app needs to do for people? Uh, I got to. This is canned. These are canned questions. These got to be changed. Project assessment. Keep track of important information for each person. You gotta have an account. You don't really gotta keep track of information. Show information and helpful charts or reports. Create, organize, share content. There you go. Let's do that. That's what we're doing. What should using your app feel like for the people? Simple and straightforward. Anyone can figure it out. How will you know people love using your app? They can get their main task done. The information you see is always multiple people can use it at the same time. How will you know people? How will you know people love using the app? Multiple people can use it at the same time without problems. That's stupid. They get helpful updates and never miss important info. It leaves them lots of time compared to how they do things now. That's a productivity tool. That ain't even every app. It's not a productivity tool. Everyday use. Now, oh, these are canned questions. They need to be specific to the user's input. Their proposed app development questions are should be generated based on actually helping guide the user to give details about give intelligence or details important to the app development or that will assist in the app development. All right, let's get that going as we get back over here. Now we're going to stick in. Oh, it didn't go all the way back. It didn't change it for this leg. Man. All right, so we still stuck with email over here. I'm saying it because if you're just getting here, this has been changed to, man, phone numbers for the other side. I want to go back, but I don't want to do it again. pause this while I pay for this. All right, we got it built. Let's see. Want to refine this concept? No, we got it. We got it in there. 12 weeks, 14 members, huh? Now this might seem like it's a lot, but take the PRD that you get created and put it in ChatGPT and ask them for a quote to get an app like that made. So now we go to this stage. We pretty much got ours fleshed out though. It answers questions, big questions that can either be deep or for entertainment. Can give solid solutions to people who are stuck from a wide proven angle, closely aligned with CBT. Maybe I better not say that. So they try to come and claim I'm trying to treat somebody with wisdom, wisdom of the wisdom of the past, or last from philosopher, professional voices of humanity who have figured it out from a combination of life experiences and perhaps a little intentional studying. Who knows? Who knows where they get it from? They just got it. What should they use me to do? Ask, create account, use their emails to verify them by magic link. After to ask, ask questions, choose from choose who answers it, be able to enjoy it on mobile and web, be able to share it easily. Perhaps, well, I'll do that in a future version. I just thought about something. Use smart default. We'll say monthly subscription, freemium model, paid upgrades. Let's go. About advertisement. Oh, it is right now. Did we get it in? Now let's see what we got here. Project sign up, log in an email. User enters a question either by typing or recording their voice. User selects from a list of wise philosophers or voices of humanity to get a response. User receives a humorous or profound answer. No, a humorous profile answer from AI mimicking the selected character. Users can choose up to 4 more responses for free, then prompt it to a paid option to receive more. User is shown subscription tiers for additional questions. User can share their response on social media or via email. Core features, blah 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 blah. Y'all can read that. The stack is the important thing. Right, again, and this is stuff that you may not know. This is why PRD is, I mean, boutique apps is good for creating a PRD because, like, what do you know if you never use no code? I mean, if you just, you know, this is all new. You don't know what a stack is, much less where did. I mean, this is why I created it. Put it that way to use it myself. All right. So now let's copy it and download it just so I have it and say, let's build my app. You do have to copy it before you go, though. It's not going to take the stuff over there with you to Replit. Reach the usage amount 160 beyond monthly credits. Let me go ahead. Go ahead. Doggone it. The market done closed. I might have needed to sell something. Let's see. I think I'm capped at one. Oh, that is the budget. All right. Good. I checked. Let's take it to 180. So in Replit, you can set these budgets so that you can keep track of how much you're spending. And this might seem like a lot, excuse me, but you gotta keep in mind, I've been going every single day for 75 days. So, all right, let's get back over here. I interrupted the process because I went over there. So let's go back over here, and then let's go over here. Well, I'm tripping, it's the same thing. But just so you know, there's no shenanigans. Now, get here to this window, and I'm gonna paste what I copied, and that's it. I'm gonna go. Now, a lot of times I have additional information that I want to put in there because it's just stuff that I thought about during the process or after building that I wanted to include. But in this case, it's pretty thorough. It's a simple app, philosophical Q&A app, and open it. No, man, I no API keys required. No, I'm using my own API keys. No, thank you. Well, let's see. The question is, I mean, I already know the answer. Jumps 3%. A fresh record. Will Replit add money on top of Nvidia earnings today? I think no. It's later on. It's later on. It's next month, I think. I've created a features list based on your request. If everything looks good, use authentication with email, question input interface, free tier system on file. Build the app, man. Let's build the app. Meanwhile, I'll be back. Mm-hmm. Why do I keep doing these things for? You can get this going real quick and easy, but you got to remember to go back and put the real keys in after you finish testing. Called sandbox mode. Mm-mm. Publishable key is the public key. Of course, they want the real keys to look like secret key is the secret key. I didn't forget. No, no, I didn't. I did not forget. Perfect. I have all the API keys needed. I used Guest. I used Stripe. wait till it finishes. It's just not gonna work until they switch this for test key functionality. I think this is the stay tuned. Well, let's give it 5 minutes. I give it 5 minutes. If it's done in 5 minutes, you'll see it. If it takes longer than 5 minutes, you won't see it today. Mm-mm-mm. Now let me create the main homepage with question input. This is what I'm excited to see. Okay. 3 contracts. We said you. Ah, I use test keys. La 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 la. Has it been 5 minutes? Subscribe page with Stripe integration. Okay. Okay. We got action. Maya Angelou. I didn't say nothing about Maya Angelou, but people love Maya Angelou, so I'll leave Maya Angelou. But I thought she was just a poet. Let me shut up for y'all cancel me. How you not know more about Maya? Start with 5 free questions. No credit card required. All right. So anyway, it's still going. So y'all see what the homepage look like? Stay tuned. Come back to see how it goes.